Welcome to my weekly spiel. Welcome to my weekly spiel. Yada yada blah blah blah. Yada yada blah blah blah. It's time for Margaret's weekly spiel. Greetings and salutations. This is Margaret Franklin of Margaret Franklin Creations. How is everybody today? I have an interesting episode for today's show. First exhibit A that I'm showing you is the cursed shirt. I hope it isn't cursed, because it seems like something stupid happens every time I wear this top. I bought the top at the bargain store on King Street. I have another one just like it in hot pink that I put a frog applique on. But it's a boring navy blue color, and this here horse came from another shirt. I used to have a yellow t-shirt with a quote from Einstein. I embroidered this myself, but I loved it so much that when the shirt wore out that I cut this horse out and appliqued it to this top, which took 6 bloody hours. It was terrible. Thought I'd never get it done. And then I think I was wearing it the next day when I had that fiasco with the optometrist. That's a long story, I won't get into it. And I wore it on the 11th when I was getting my latest tattoo, and I had that nasty fall when I was getting up from the table and it shot out from under me. And most recently, I wore it on Friday when I had that major fiasco, trying to find that place where my next craft sale is supposed to be. Everybody gave me the wrong directions. Even if they were the right directions, by then I was in no state to understand them. I'm autistic, and when somebody tries to give me directions, being lost is a trigger for me, and when someone tries to give me directions, it's like Charlie Brown school teacher, blah, 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 blah. They might as well be speaking Mandarin Chinese to me for all I can understand in that state. Anyway, this is the first square of my third coloring book, which is pretty crazy, I must say, considering that I've barely started the quilt with scenes from my second coloring book. It is called Living the Dream. Can you read that? The light seems awful dim. This is another spin, pun intended or not, on my Ilion's logo with my characters riding blue unicorns this time with toilet paper. And you'll notice that they're all wearing pandemic masks. And I am also working on the coloring book from scenes from the living room second coloring book. Amanda did this blue unicorn. It could be any color, but I chose blue because blue unicorns have sort of been my spirit animal, my personal symbol these days. And I've told you the story before. So that's the first square. I finished the second square recently. This, I can't remember the name of the person who drew this. You'll find it on my Facebook page. And the third square, this is my friend Jeanette designed this one. I did these last two squares as part, and the Live in the Dream square with the blue unicorns, to take a break from my latest and greatest project, which still isn't finished yet. I am on the last square, and I'm going to hand the camera over to Bobby Orr so I have both hands free. Here he is, sitting in his little rocking chair with his hands outstretched, waiting to hold the camera for me. Now please don't drop it, sir. It's funny, I have, what do you call that thing again? A tripod, but I've never used it. I'm either talking to the camera with holding it in my hand, or I've got Bobby Orr here to take care of things. Anyway, this is the Canada quilt. I can remember like 3 years in the making. These were the first. Scenes with the hot air balloon, CN Tower, Niagara Falls, another hot air balloon, totem pole. Can you see everything clearly? Orcas, killer whales, gray whales. I think this is, musk oxen, Peace Tower, and down to the penultimate row. That's all completed. Oh, I am a crazy, psychedelic, colorful ghost. Whoops. And now we come to the final row. Let me get this thing folded up here. It's waiting on the table. This thing's getting big. Okay. So we're down to the last row. We have this scene with the airplane and the lighthouse, and we have, I don't know what this building is. Can anyone identify it? This scene with the deer and the scene with the bear. I made it a spirit bear because I was watching a program about bears while I was working on this, and it wasn't quite finished yet. And they say that a white bear is called a spirit bear, so that's what I did. And last but not least, where is it? I'm sure it's on this table somewhere at the bottom of it all. Finally, my last square is almost done. I just have to finish this little bit of lake here and these trees on the side. And of course the moose. I'm saving the moose for last. Duh. I know when I got working on this thing, I thought, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? Because this has taken so long, it is so detailed. And the name of the game was just to not overthink filling in the lake, but just go with random shades of pink until it's filled in. And then I should be finished this quilt in another week or so. I have to do the pain in the ass job of pinning it all out with the backing and the batting. And anyway, what else is new? Usually when I say that, it means I've run out of stuff to say, or I have to apologize that it's been a long time since we've had a weekly spiel, because I've been going through a major depression after that fiasco at wait for the bus on Friday, after trying to find a place that doesn't seem to exist. But I have 2 potential rides lined up on Wednesday. I don't know who's taking me. I don't like unresolved dilemmas. But hopefully all will be well after the 30th. Because I gotta go to the Ontario Shores to pick up my quilts that are on display. And then we gotta go to this 420 wing place so I can pay my fee. If it's too hard to find, I'll just forget it. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe I'm being protected from something. But I was so excited at the idea of there finally being a craft sale after everything being canceled due to the pandemic. Oh, and here is a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who recently passed away. I knew I had a coloring picture of her, and she just happens to be riding a unicorn, because another one of my future projects that I really want to do is a quilt with pictures of famous women. And she happened to be in that file with this picture of the unicorn. And there are pictures of Jane Goodall and who's the tennis lady? Venus Williams, and lots of famous people. I'll call it my girl power quilt. Anyway, that's all for now. I know that I've been mentally tired quite easily since Friday's fiasco. And I shall talk to you later. Bye-bye. Be back soon. Thanks for watching Weekly Spiel.